Hey, welcome to Two Drs Homestead. My name's Daniel, and I want to talk about cordage, and not just, hey, you should have your cordage. You're a prepper, you're a survivalist. It's one of the 10 C's of survival. C for cordage. You can do a lot with cordage, and you probably already know that, right? You can use it for shelter. You can use it for assembling wood, for fire, for food preparation. And one of the things that I'm going to skip down the list of things to do with paracord is you cut it open. All right, so we're going to cut this one open here. And you look inside the paracord, and you've got these little strands here, right? So with all these little strands, you could actually then take one of these little strands out of the paracord and use that. Say you want to sew a hole, you got a hole in your jacket, your tent, your sleeping bag, something like that, or you want to make a fishnet, any of those things, you're going to cut your paracord open, and now you call it 7 strands. You've got your 7 strands in there. So not only do you have 50 feet of paracord, you've got 50 times 7 little strands that might be super useful. Right, so it's a good general survival item to have your paracord, but what I want to say was not all paracord is created equal, and I want to show you guys that before I do shout out. This is the Tough Grid Premium Paracord 550, which means you can hold about 550 pounds with it. It's got the 7 little strands that you're going to want to see in there. That's what you expect to be inside your paracord, and once you've cut your paracord, I'll show you how to fix that later. This is, I'll call it a generic brand paracord, right? This was 2750 pound paracord, 100 feet heavy duty. What I want to do is cut this one open here and show you why not all paracord is created equally. And I'm not saying they're doing false advertising or anything like that that's going to get me sued, but let's cut this open here. And what you've got is you've got just a million little, call it nylon, poly something, got a million little strands in here. So if your idea was to break this open and use it to maybe make a fishing net or stitch a hole, this probably wasn't maybe what you were expecting to see in, or if this is all you've ever seen on paracord, you didn't realize the good stuff. See, I'm trying to show you, has got those strands, the individual strands you could actually work with, weave a fishing net, do all sorts of cool survival stuff. This one's going to be a little bit harder to do that because it's more like you might see in a traditional rope. Even though it says 7 strands and legally it might be 7 strands, once again, don't sue me. I'm just saying not all paracord is created equally, and I want to show you one more. I've had this paracord for so many years, I don't know where I got it, right? Checked all my shopping stuff, couldn't find it, but this is the same deal. Cut it open right here, pull it back, and what do you got? See, this right here has actually got, this one's got your 7 strands. This one does not have 7 strands, this one does. So not all paracords created equal, and that was my point. If you have paracord and it's sitting on the roll and you're thinking, hey, I can use this to build a fishing net in a survival situation, well, maybe not, right? You might want to take a second, cut it open, see what you got. And if you do cut your paracord open and you want to seal the edge here, try to do this, some wind outside, all you have to do is you can use a lighter or any kind of a flame, any combustion device, and you can remelt the edge, and basically gives you a nice little sealed edge because it is man-made. And if you didn't know that on fibers, man-made fibers melt, natural fibers like cotton and wool light on fire. So if you ever want to tell if a string is man-made or natural, is you just light it on fire, and if it melts, it's man-made. Right, which is an interesting little tip there. So yeah, you can get your nice little edges back, you just melt with the lighter. But I wanted to throw that out there. You know, holiday shopping's coming up. Then you might, as a prepper, as a survivalist, have paracord. As I said, it's got a ton of great uses, and you may not have realized, you may not have cut it open, see what's inside. So I want to throw that out there. Guys, as always, we appreciate you. Thank you for watching.